Hey there, welcome back to my channel. You're at the Thrifty Journal shop. My name's Amber. If you're new here, welcome and thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to share another one of my paper bag, junk journal, art journal, glue book, whatever you want to use it for. This one is just so sweet. I liked how this one turned out. I attached a fabric sash here, just made out of fabric scraps, so you can remove that. And I just sewed them all together and then sewed around the edges here. And then the cover is, well, it's a paper bag, but then this back here is wallpaper. And this was from like one of my recycled calendars that I like, an old calendar. And I loved this image of this sweet owl. So I cut her out and then I sewed around here, sewed her onto the wallpaper, then sewed the wallpaper onto the bag. And I added some elements. Here's some paper flowers, a little arrow, and I painted that. And then I had gotten these feathers and I painted those. I think they were silver, and I just did some acrylic painting. Some more paper flowers. There's one signature. And then the back is just some scrapbook paper that I have. Everything in here is thrifted. So the height here is 10.5 inches and the width is 8 3/4. Like I said, there's one signature, and we'll take a look inside. So inside I had some fabric and I just sewed around some scrap fabric and then added some pockets. So there is a front and back pocket. The pockets are made from file cards or index cards. These are pretty thick, like index or chipboard cardstock. And I just added some washi here and added another feather, some washi down here. And then in here, I just tucked, here's a playing card that was an owl. I sewed some fabric scraps, scrap paper. So the journal has 38 pages with a total of 76 front and back. So here is a image from a bird book. I found this beautiful bird book. The images in here are just beautiful with some fabric scraps. Some music paper that I stenciled on. More stencil. And here's like some of my scrappy paper that I make. When I trim down papers, I like to sew it to next to another paper. It kind of gives it a pretty cool look. So here's some of my acrylic fancy paper that I made. It's not really all that fancy. It's just me taking acrylic paint and playing around, but it looks fancy. So it's just a little fold out there with some fabric scraps. So I just added this as like an extra. I will paper clip it here, but feel free to move it around if you want to glue it, if you want to use it somewhere else. This is one of my paper bag pockets, and I just thought it looked really pretty next to this page. I actually got the idea or the inspiration from Karla. She's a really cool YouTube channel. I get a lot of inspiration from her. She has beautiful journals. Well, she had like a little to-do tutorial thing with using paper bags. And so I kind of did my spin on it. And so I did some hand stitching here. And then you have this part. So it's the bottom of like a lunch paper bag. So you have this pocket right here. And I just did some like collage there with some music paper. Tuck some paper in there for you, and then here's the bigger pocket, and there's just another scrap piece of paper, and I sewed some buttons and then sewed this on, and then I think I distressed it along here a little bit too, so I will link her video on that. So you can move this around, do whatever you'd like. Then here is a page from a nature book with some really pretty leaves, and then I just glued on this. I think this is a feather. I think I was calling them leaves. I don't know. It looks like a leaf feather. So just glued that there with some fabric scraps down here. And then this pocket is a part of a shopping bag that I cut apart, and I'm working on another project. So it's like a recycled shopping bag. So I just made a pocket out of that, attached another feather here, and made a journaling card. This is just some of my scraps of paper I've been using, sewed around there, added some fabric scraps. And then here's just a collaged scrap of paper here. You can journal on that or do whatever you'd like. Some more of my acrylic paper with another feather that I painted over with some scrap of the paper bag. Just some white copy paper with some stenciling of stars. I thought that was really pretty with the leaf. And then here is some garden paper. This book is beautiful. It has just really pretty colors. And here's a little tuck here, little pocket. I'll put something in there. This is from a craft book, and I've used my other paper bag journals. I think I used some of this paper. Just really pretty colors. This is from a children's book, Pineapples. Just loved the garden theme. And then here this was from a curtain, and I cut this out and then just sewed around it. And then right here, I just attached a journaling card. Spread your wings, let your spirit soar. More craft book. Nature page. Scrapbook paper. Some more nature page. And I'm working on putting together a video with my junk planner that I made, and I have questions on how I attach like full-size pages to journals. A lot of times I use washi, but I'm gonna go through that. So that's what I did here, and attach this big page to another page. I create a hinge, and so I just used a washi tape. Then it kind of gives it a really pretty look. I think that's some cactuses. That craft paper, I think that was a bed. Sunflowers. Some more scrapbook paper, sewed some money, Monopoly money down the side. Here is a journaling card I made from a time card, and this was just another one of my calendars. I just fussy cut, had these really pretty birds and flowers. Music paper. There's a pocket here, and I just added more little goodies here. Another feather scrap with some writing space. There's a leaf. And then an index card and this really cool paper. Now, I will say that I do go to the Dollar Tree every now and then and get certain things. I try to have everything thrifted, but I do like the paper packs that they have for $1.25. So I do go there for those paper packs and sometimes a few other knickknacks. They have fabric. I never knew the Dollar Tree had fabric. So sometimes if I'll pick up fabric, because all of my fabric is thrifted. I either find it at thrift stores or estate sales. So I'm always on the hunt for fabric. But this, I love the texture of this paper. They just have some beautiful paper. My acrylic paper, I attached a feather, some fabric scraps. Here's another picture from that craft book. I think it's kind of 70s, 80s vibe going on there. More washi tape here that I hinged the page. Yeah, see, the owl. Just love it. Total 70s. Just beautiful papers in here. That's the back of my acrylic paper. Some more Monopoly money. And then in here, here's a little thank you so much card with the owl. And then go where you feel most alive. And I just attached that to part of the paper sack. Fabric scraps here. Here's a garden paper. I love using these in journals. They make a nice flip. You can do lots of journaling here. Some more of that children's book page. Craft paper. There's the bottom of that. Nature paper. Pretty sky. Back of that scrapbook paper. And then here I just made another little journaling card using that really pretty textured paper. And this was from like a teacher's kit with the owl. I just sewed here. Another feather, some scraps. And then there's part of the paper bag. Just paper clip that there. More nature paper. Just love the colors in this journal. More washi tape there to hinge the page. There is that beautiful blue bed. Next to the blue paper. Bird seed. More craft paper. And then here's a pocket or tuck, and I included this journaling card. This is just a cutout from that one of my nature books and added some writing space. And then here's just a scrap of paper that I added to there. It's like an apple blossom tree. Here's the back of that copy paper that I stenciled. More nature paper. It's a lot of space for you to glue, paint, write, whatever your heart desires. Here is another little journaling card. So here I just used like the twine from the handle of the paper bag and sewed it and made a heart, and then just attach it to another scrap of paper. Here's just a couple extra scraps for you. You can move those around. This is really pretty scrapbook paper. And then I just made another journaling card. This is part of that curtain, and I just sewed around. And then put some fabric scrap up here. There's paper bag scrap on the back. Stenciled music paper. Line paper with some trees and stars, you know, and you can cover this up or add to it. And then there's the back of that bird. And then we reach the back of the journal. Here's another pocket made from a heavy duty cardstock file card with a feather, some washi. And then here, just tucked a children's book page. I think there's a poem on the back. So there's the owl and there's the poem, November Rain. And that's the back. And that is the front once again. So it's not overly stuffed. You can fill this baby up. Just love the paper bag journals. They're just so much fun to make. Thank you for stopping by. I hope this video gives you some inspiration if you're looking to create your own journal. If you're interested in this journal, I'll leave all the details in the description down below. It is listed in my Etsy shop, and I will have all the details in the description. Once again, thank you guys for stopping by. If you like my content, please hit the subscribe button. That would be awesome. Like, share, love it when you comment. And I hope you all get outside today and do something fun, and that the sun is shining and that you find some time to create. All right, I'll see you soon.